Bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. We'll have some fun with the Bum Wine Crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bum Wine Bob, welcoming you to an all-new edition of Bumming with Bobcat. And joining the show this week, we have a little menage a trois action. Maybe not what people would have in mind, but hey, we're recording. The NFL football season's right around the corner, and we have some special guests joining the show, making his illustrious return to the podcast. It's been 2 years, maybe? I lost track, but the man himself, Kapn KRÜDE, is here. KRÜDE, man, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Bum Wine Bob. Doing good.
That's great. That's what we like to hear. And joining the show, since we can't just have one guest, we're going with two tonight. He's always hanging out here. He hears there's booze involved, and he's just ready to hang out and have a good time. And that's our good buddy Roadhouse. How you doing, Roadhouse?
Hey, man, Bob, I'm doing all right. All set to go. And I'm just parched and ready to get this thing kicked off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to crack open a bad boy here right now.
That would not be a White Claw. Then I'll be pissed.
No, come on. You know me. There's not going to be any of that on here. I'm starting things off here. I got a couple things on hand here tonight, but we're starting it off here with the Beast. I got a 24-ounce can of Milwaukee's Best Ice on hand here tonight.
It's your bowels.
That's all right, man. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. So, Roadhouse, what are you drinking tonight?
I just cracked open a 40-ounce of King Cobra, the old reliable.
That's it. It was a tough choice tonight to figure out what I was going to drink. I had some Mickey's, some of the tall boys in the fridge still. I said, oh, no, I want to go Mickey's. I had this Beast I picked up a few weeks ago after I did the podcast with Mr. Johnny Hops from the America's Eats and Drinks TV. We were talking about the Beast, and I wanted to pick one up for that show. Couldn't find it anywhere. And then finally, a few weeks back, I walked into a store, and boom, there's the Beast sitting right there. So I had to pick it up. I figured, you know what? Why not? Let's crack it open tonight.
Trip I made to Louisville. You know, I don't have malt liquor around here at all. And I sent you that picture where I loaded that whole cart up with everything they had in that store of malt liquor.
Why can't you get malt liquor in Kentucky? What the fuck?
No, I'm not out here in the sticks where I moved.
How come I can hear you so clear if you're in the sticks? I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
He splurged. He splurged for the high speed internet out there.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you get Verizon out there too, ripping you off.
Yeah, it's going to get quicker too because they're putting fiber optic in now.
Oh man, look at that! That's big time out there, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing video, graphics, man. We're gonna be big time after this comes through.
Hey, we want live from the Kentucky Derby from you next year.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I can accommodate that.
That's it. We want Roadhouse on location at the Derby, sporting his
funky suit and everything. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, we'll get you a Bum Wine Bob suit to wear at the Derby.
Well, no, the Derby is a month-long party up till Derby Day here in Kentucky.
Oh, wow. You just taught two New Jersey guys something new.
Yeah. I know they're serious about it out there. I know they take that Kentucky Derby real serious.
Oh, yeah. It starts a month ahead of time. Festivals, parties, concerts. It goes on every weekday, every weekend up until Derby.
Shit,
and then post Derby. Yeah, and you got to have a little Bum Wine Bob event down at the Kentucky Derby one of these years.
Yeah, we're gonna rent the Winnebago and shoot down from Jersey. And do it.
Oh, I got the room for it too.
Now that's what the people want to see.
We need to coordinate that.
Yeah. So KRÜDE, what are you drinking there tonight?
Oh, Booker's bourbon on the rocks.
That's like your old reliable over there. That's the go-to for KRÜDE.
Yeah, it was a birthday gift, so I got to crack open the bottle. You know, it's expensive now. It's double the price, but it's fucking great.
Yeah, so I gotta go down that. I know people keep saying. I know. Roadhouse is a big bourbon guy too, and I think I got to start heading down that road more. I keep talking about it and teasing it, but one of these days I gotta really just rip that Band-Aid off and just do it.
No, you got youth on your side now. Stick with what you got until you get older and decrepit like me. You
Yeah,
know?
right.
All right, if you guys say so. All right, I'll pump the brakes a little bit on that one.
You value not having an ulcer. I'll tell you.
Yeah. So, Crewman, what you been up to lately? I mean, I know it's been a while since you've been on the podcast. You're still out there blogging all the time at the bumwinebob.com. The Crude Experience, always a feature on the website. But
Yeah, good experience and some videos on my YouTube channel and you know what I do now? This is no joke. I make soap. You know, homemade soap. It's gonna be on the market soon.
okay,
No
so
joke. Yeah, I'm not fucking around. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, is this a joke somewhere? Well, I'm waiting for the
No,
punchline
no.
here. It's like, oh wait, no, I'm fucking serious, man. It's soap.
Yeah, because you know, I was in the store the other day and I saw some soap with like a Budweiser logo on it. I'm like, I could do that, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm using Blue Moon beer to do it.
Oh, okay. So this is a beer soap.
Yeah, beer, and like caffeine. I'm trying to mix the two, like you know they did on the Drew Carey show like 20 years ago.
And so when
Okay.
the kids cuss and their moms wash their mouths out.
They're like, oh, okay, this is pretty good, man.
Yeah,
No, yeah, there's a little blue moon. Oh, yeah, that's good.
no, it's a little bit more to that. You got to let the beer go flat, but it's still the thought that counts.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can still sell it as a beer soap. It's still okay. We did make it with the beer. Now, there's really no beer left in it by the time it becomes soap, but it's
Yeah,
still saying it was beer soap.
you call yourself crude and you're making soap. People kind of make the connection, you know. It's what it is.
I certainly did not expect to see you going down that road, but hey, more power to you, man. Hey, if that's what you're doing, then
I'll hook you up. Don't worry.
all right. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out.
My old lady's had. I made her soap, and she's happy with it. So
Okay, so if the ladies give it the approval, then it's got to be good because I know they're very picky when it comes to soap.
and all her coworkers too. So I got them in my back pocket. That's even better.
See, look at this. The wonders of crude and soap making now. Did anybody think they would tune in this week and hear this was the road? Like crude, what you went up to instead of sitting the old hanging out in Atlantic City, which I'm sure you probably. When's the last time you've been down to AC? You been down to AC lately?
Probably about 20 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm not fucking around. Yeah, it's Monday. You know?
Yeah.
It's Monday. That place still kicks ass. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck Vegas. Go to AC.
I mean, I haven't been to AC in a couple. It's been more than a couple of years now since last I've been down to AC. Are you still doing the Tropicana over there?
Oh no, I got comps at the Ocean Hotel,
Okay.
which is kind of like that one with the big golf ball on the roof. And,
Yeah.
it's a nice place, man. It's cool, man. So that place is kind of new, and I like it. So I'll go back. They give me
Right.
comps. What the hell?
I was gonna
you
say
know?
that was the former Revel, right? Is that the one that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
golf ball. Yeah, it's a nice place. I saw Alice Cooper there last year, and I'm like, I like this place. So I bet, I gambled, and they gave me comps, and I went.
If they give you the comps, then you gotta do it, man.
You know me.
I'm filling in my bucket list. AC.
There we
It's
go.
not that far a drive. I know somebody who drives from Knoxville, Tennessee, to where I'm sitting right now. It takes him 11 hours, so it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
No, that's not bad at all. It seems like it'd be a lot further, but it's not. If you made the trip out before, as you were saying before we started recording, that you made a trip out to Tom's River, New Jersey, to pick up a car, then you can make the trip to Atlantic City for a little gambling and fun.
Yep. Definitely. Like I
Yeah, I'll
said,
show you where to buy the booze,
Oh yeah, Crude knows all the good spots down in Atlantic City and where you can find the the bum wines of the world.
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah,
listened
yeah.
back in the archives, and yeah, I know he knows that city well.
Yeah, they know me too. And
Yeah. They see him walking in, they're like, all right, get the stuff out here, get it all lined up. Okay, what are you drinking today? You want the Wild Eye, the MD 2020? See what we can get for you, man.
yeah, they still got Wild Eye down there. Not the ginseng, but the normal stuff. So in those gallon jugs, it's still sitting in that same liquor store, like with the dust on it. It's a gallon jug of the red. It's like holy shit. That's punishing. Like a gallon of it. Oof.
Yeah, my first time with the red Wild Irish Rose was down in Atlantic City. That was one of my buddy's bachelor parties, and we went out to looking around at one of the liquor stores, one of the fine liquor stores of Atlantic City, and I found one of the little small 350 milliliter bottles of the red, and that's when I tried it for the first time. Was down there.
Wow. See, we learn something every day.
Yeah, see.
But that same place just still has it. So
I was gonna say it's probably the rest of that stock that was there at that time is still there today.
if Roadhouse goes, don't stray one block past the boardwalk. Believe me, I don't care if you got to get the booze, just don't do it. There's my advice.
Taken.
Jot that one down too.
Yeah, make a mental note. Believe me, it sucks there, but the boardwalk's cool.
Yeah.
You just need to paint a line on it.
Do not cross this line right here. Anything before this line is cool. Anything past it, you're on your own, man.
Yeah, like when you're on the when you're playing Monopoly, believe it, Boardwalk is like the best. And don't go to Baltic Avenue.
No matter what they're trying to lure you into Baltic Avenue with, don't say it. If some random girl is saying come down this way, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. And I don't care how cheap it is.
You're gonna lose a kidney.
Yeah, don't be seduced by the cheap price.
It's like Monopoly Fast, I'll probably go straight to jail.
Yep.
Yeah, don't come back there. Holy shit, run from the cops. At least you'll go to the state penitentiary. Don't go to Atlantic City.
Oh yeah, and I don't think you haven't spent any time in the Atlantic City jails, right, Krude?
No, I've heard stories.
Okay, all right.
I get filled in by cabbies and stuff,
Yeah. You're one with the people down there now that you can ask around and find out the real stories of what really goes on in Atlantic City when you're down there that much.
Yeah, I have like cabbies on my speed dial on my phone, like an AC, like to get the same guys and shit, and they give me the lowdown. That's no joke. Get good with the cabbies, not Uber drivers. There's another mental note for all the listeners. If you go to AC, get good with the cab drivers. They know everything.
All right, writing that down.
Wow, right. Writing it down, really. Yeah. Damn it, podcast. It's going to go on the internet for like eternity.
Yeah, you can just go back and re-listen to it over and over again.
Right.
Yeah. Play it at family functions.
Yeah, hey, do it. Hey, bring it on. We're getting close to Labor Day weekend, the end of summer. What perfect time to crack open some beers and throw on the Bum with Bobcat podcast. For all your friends, your family, tell them to tune in.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Since we're hitting Labor Day weekend, which means right around the corner from that is the start of the NFL season, and KRÜDE is back once again this year with his annual NFL preview blog on the website. And, he breaks it down once again every year, every team, going rung by rung, his thoughts on everything going on in the world of the NFL. So before we get into any specific teams, what are your thoughts on the upcoming NFL season? I know a lot of times you're very opinionated about it. We'll say I've seen a lot of those KRÜDE Tube videos of your rants about Roger Goodell and the NFL. And I guess what's a little intro for it?
No, like basically this year, my team is the Raiders, and they have been since the mid '70s, since I was a wee lad. But I really think they're going to the Super Bowl. Everything's lining up for them this year. The NFL needs Las Vegas in their back pocket, and what better way to, let the referees know, take it easy on the Raiders this year. And watching preseason Raiders this year, listen, there was like no penalties. Holy shit, that's how I know they're going somewhere. I'm like, no penalties. Like, what the fuck? This isn't the Raiders. So, yeah, I picked the Raiders this year. There's my spoiler, but I'll talk about all the other teams too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess I guess that was the one good thing about. What were your thoughts on the Vegas move for the Raiders? I don't think we talked about it since they made the move. Were you happy with the move of to Vegas for them?
Oh, absolutely. Because I did go to the Oakland Coliseum, and it was a dump. It's awful. And like to give it, and I saw that new stadium out in Vegas. I was out there last year, and it's beautiful. And no better place to put a stadium than in a desert. Like
Yeah, why not?
you want to talk about, yeah, it's in the middle of like Vegas, and it's beautiful. It's this big black stadium, and I have no problem with it. I know NFL wants to or in the past they would try to distance themselves from gambling, but what's the point now? Everybody does fantasy. It's
Oh yeah.
gambling.
Oh, and it's constant. All it is now is betting with DraftKings. Everything now is betting related when it comes to football. I mean, they have their own partners with them. I mean, they're now embracing that betting aspect of it. It's no longer this little, smoky bars, a bookie is going to break your legs if you don't pay up on when you lose. And now it's all there. It's on your phone. It's right there. You can go and gamble now at any casino all over the place. You can place your bets.
Yeah, that's pretty sick shit. I mean, like a kid, with like a debit card can log into like what we have here is FanDuel. And like you could just bet your whole paycheck from Burger King on like the Steelers or something. That's crazy. It's like, holy shit. But they're embracing it. That's why I'm thinking the Raiders all the way this year because they want to have a Super Bowl in, I think, 2025 in Las Vegas. So they want to pump up that place. So.
Yeah. Yeah. You get the big win for Vegas this year. And then once the Super Bowl, I'm sure once the Super Bowl comes to Vegas, it's going to be, I mean, it's a big extravaganza as it is all the time. But you bring the Super Bowl to Vegas, then that's taking it to the next level.
Oof. Oh yeah, man! It's a party. I was there for the Super Bowl last year, and oh yeah, what a party! Holy shit! Yeah, it's great.
And see, so I was surprised. I know I read through that blog, and you had your pick as the Raiders, and I know not just because you're a Raiders fan, but when you start piecing things together, and they've kind of been on that upward trajectory for the past couple years, even though minus the whole Gruden fiasco last year. But they rebound pretty good from it. They had a chance last year, just couldn't quite do it. But this could be the year now that if you really think that they want to push that Vegas, man, then you could see the Raiders making a trip to Super Bowl.
Yeah, no tuck rule this year,
No. Let's see if it ends up being Raiders Bucks, then it could. I mean, I hope not when it comes to Brady, but
yeah, that would suck. I hate to tune in on his last game and see him like, damn, I hate that guy.
Yeah, well, I know you hate him for the damn tuck rule, and I just hate him for the years of being a Jets fan. So we both have equal hatred.
Yeah, he kicked your ass every year for like 20 years. It's like, god damn, that's even worse. That's punishing.
Yeah, and that's 2 times a year you gotta play against them. It's just depressing stuff there. And when you know how the Jets play, with the exception of a couple good years in the last 20, it's depressing just even thinking about it.
Yeah, you guys got a good coach now. I like that guy, Saleh. How do you pronounce that? Saleh.
Yeah, the good guy. We'll just. No, I like him. He gives. I mean, it's certainly a hell of a lot better than Adam Gase. I mean, anybody was an upgrade from Gase.
Gase was like insane, man, with those eyes and shit. You thought he was bugged on like meth. I mean,
yeah, I know. Especially the same in his interview of when he was introduced as the head coach, and that there's that one picture of him. His eyes are just wide open, and he's just looking side to side. And you're like, okay, what's going on in this guy's head?
Yeah,
And
like you got Tourette syndrome. Is he, like you hear he's this offensive guru and he's like doing googly eyes. You're like, what the fuck?
yeah, I mean, even though our Wonder Boy Zach Wilson is hurt for the time being, but
He sprained his pussy.
yeah,
What can you
yeah.
say?
So
That guy,
we gotta start with our the legendary Joe Flacco for week one. So
shit.
we'll
Wow. You know, Joe Flacco. Holy shit. Really?
yeah.
He's starting week one?
That's what they said. That's what I heard last night. That's what they said. He's going to be starting week
Who's
one.
the
So
opening game? Who you playing?
that's against the Ravens week one.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, Flacco. You know what? That's a weird game. I
But
didn't
that
realize
could be
that.
it could be a nice revenge game for
Yeah, yeah.
Flacco.
He might play the game of his life.
That hopefully that's what we can hope for. That's what you say. You think, okay, oh man, Flacco's starting week one, and you're like, okay, well, who are they playing? Okay, the Ravens. You're like, oh damn, the Ravens are gonna cream them. You're like, oh well, there's that slim chance that Flacco can pull out something good just because it's a revenge game against his old team. Maybe he can do it.
I'll check the line before the game. We'll see. Is it in the
Yeah,
Meadowlands or on the road?
I think it's a home game. Let me see.
Shit, I don't have my schedule on me. And I'm
Let's
in my
see. Yep. Yeah, Ravens at Jets. So it's a home game for the Jets.
one
Week one.
o'clock game.
1 o'clock. Yep, 1 o'clock, Sunday, September 11th.
So it won't be past Flacco's bedtime, his senior
Yeah.
citizen
Yeah.
bedtime. Wow, wow, what a game. Yeah, they must have done that on purpose, like book that game knowing this kid is always hurt and stuff.
Right. They're like, oh, Flacco's going to start, and then it'll be a nice revenge game against the Ravens.
Wow, you'll be in a happy mood the next day if he wins that game. Wow.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in the New York area will be all happy. That's a good thing.
Yeah, we like to keep everybody happy over here. I mean, if it's not the Jets, then the Giants, and another we'll see what the Giants do this year. I mean, I don't think there's much really hope for them.
Oh, they and like who else is really bad? Yeah, it's like if they're not the worst team in the league, they're close to it. Holy crap, what a joke. That's a once proud franchise. And who's their quarterback? Daniel Jones. You're like, oh man, he sucks. I saw him in person last year play. I mean, he beat the Raiders, granted, but he sucks. Like, geez.
Yeah, but how much of that was him? I mean, how did he play great in that game, or is that more of the rest of the team around him played good? I mean,
yeah, it was the defense that held Carr. I mean, Carr sucked too, but it was that team. I mean, that stadium holds 78,000 people, and there's going to be a lot of empty seats this year. Like, if you want tickets to a Giants game, piece of cake, without a doubt.
oh yeah, it'd be like, hey, $10, all right, sitting on the lower level, like, hey, how the hell did I get these seats for that cheap? Somebody's just trying to get rid of them. That's it.
Yeah, because you're taking a bath on that team. Shit, those people with the personal seat licenses too. Holy shit. Crazy stuff.
Yeah,
the
at
whole
least
division is going to suck. The Cowboys, the Redskins. Oh, I'm sorry, the Commanders. What the fuck? And then the Eagles. It's like if the Cowboys don't win that, it's like what the hell? They got all the talent, they never win.
Yeah, if they don't win that division, Dallas, then okay, just give up. I mean, it's people say every single year. Everybody always says, "Oh yeah, this is the year for the Cowboys," and they've been saying that since 1996, the last time they won a Super Bowl.
25 years, and Jerry Jones won 3 rings in his first 6 years.
Yeah,
and he hasn't sniffed one since. In 6 years, 3 rings and nothing since. It's like, what the hell, dude? Give up.
Yeah,
Tell the team you bought it for 150 million. Now it's worth 6 billion. Sell it, dude. Give it to some other like good old boy from Oklahoma, wherever the fuck you're from.
Just cash out now and enjoy retirement. That's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. He did what he was supposed to do. He won championships and he made it a profitable business, but he won't give it up. So there's for all the Cowboy fans out there. I feel bad for you. I really do. You eat. I mean, that guy makes a fool out of the team. I mean, he's such a goof. I mean, everything he says is like, "Are you serious, dude? Are you just drunk?" You know, it's
I was
like,
gonna say, is he out on another one of his benders on the? You've seen those pictures of him out there after his
yeah,
nights of partying.
like the cheerleaders, and his eyes are half open.
Yeah,
You're like 80 years old. What's wrong with you? You know,
yeah, yeah.
concentrate on the draft. You know,
I know. I'm surprised him and Vinnie Mac aren't out there partying together now. You know.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Hey,
Vince has got a
if Jerry Jones retired, after Vince did, then they can hang out together and just go out and party. I mean, I saw some pictures a few days ago about after Vince McMahon's 77, I think, his 77th birthday party, coming out of some bar. He was out there with Pat McAfee and Brock Lesnar and a couple other people were there, and he was walking out with like some mystery woman behind him, and everybody's like, "Who's the mystery woman with Vince McMahon in the picture?" So hey, he can hang out with Jerry Jones, and they can have a grand old time.
Oh God, man! Jeez, even wrestling, like these guys, it's like, yeah, you get too old for this stuff. You gotta.
Yeah, let's just say, yeah, you mean as much as you want to keep going, and that's the same thing with Vince. He wanted to keep going and going and going, and people have been saying for years, okay, Vince, just somebody needs to take over and do it. I mean, nobody wants to listen to the ideas of a 77-year-old all the time anymore.
The X now, and now The Rock owns it. But yeah, it with and like the Commanders, with what's his name, Daniel Snyder.
Yeah,
this guy. I mean, what the hell, man? Like they have all this information on him for being a bad dude, but
nothing happens. Yeah. Yeah, they're like, oh, there's his emails, and yeah.
Yeah, and Gruden gets fired from a team not even in the division. You're like, what the hell, man? And the stadium's a piece of junk out there, and everything about it. That's like a joke. It's like, holy shit! All these once proud teams are just like, even like the Steelers too. It's like they're gonna be trashed this year. It's Mitch Trubisky. See, crickets.
Yeah,
it's like nobody likes it. It's like Mitch Trubisky. Think about it. The guy sucks.
Yeah. Hey, at least, yeah. No way. Hey, at least your buddy, your big buddy, Big Ben is gone out of there now.
Oh yeah, Roethlisberger. Yeah, he dodged a lot of bullets. That guy. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, the fashionable team in the NFL this year, a lot of people love them, is the Buffalo Bills. And I don't think, they're built to compete, but they're going to be like the Bills of 30 years ago,
Yeah, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. That's it.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's like everybody likes them. I'm like, it's Buffalo, dude. There's no market up there. They don't need a winner as long as the stadium's packed. It's like, but gamblers are gamblers. It takes losers to build Vegas.
Yeah, there'll be a solid team that will make the playoffs. Maybe get to a championship game, maybe even get to the Super Bowl. But you think they're going to really take it to that winning championship level? I don't know. I don't see it. I think they had their chance last year, and that was the time to do it. And then when you couldn't get it done, it was like, all right, you'll still be good, but not Super Bowl championship caliber good.
Yeah, that's some sick shit. Like, you lose to like the Bengals. I have to repeat that. The Bengals. Like, holy cow. And that's near Kentucky. No joke. Because I've been in Kentucky, and Cincinnati is like a stone's throw from Kentucky.
Correct.
Yeah, it's right there. Because I was in Wilder at Bobby Mackey's, and I remember going by that stadium. I'm like, holy shit! I didn't realize how close it was. God damn! What team?
The highway runs right on top of this stadium.
So do people really vote for the Bengals down there? I mean, do they root for them in Kentucky?
A lot of them do.
Really?
I don't. I can't stand the Bengals.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, that's like torture. I mean, like worse than like being, like a Lions fan. It's like and you lose. It's like God. It's like the Vikings too. It's like
You got the Colts pretty close, also.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Indianapolis ain't that far away.
So people like gravitate towards those teams, or
Yeah.
just ow. I'm thinking, yeah, there's no pro team out there, and then even like University of Kentucky, they're not like a ranked team too often.
No, not in football.
Yeah,
Not in
that's all about
basketball anymore either.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, wasn't Calipari the coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He's another crook.
That's another one.
Another one.
Crooked Genzo from the East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of overstayed his welcome also.
Yeah, all those guys always do. Pat Riley and Rick Pitino.
I know you got to get that new blood in there, man. That's the problem. All these old guys sticking around. It's like, all right, pack it up, move along. Let's get somebody new in there.
Yeah, but you got to play by the rules of the NCAA.
Yeah, and if they got you in their pocket there, then you can just hang around and just get that free ride for years and years, pretty much.
Yeah, they basketball, college coaches make a ton of money. Football, basketball, and what do? You push around like kids. That's what you're doing. You're kicking like kids' asses every day for money. It's like a dream if you got kids. It's like, damn. That's why they do it, It's like, I don't get a lot of these college coaches. Like, who's the guy who coached Jaguars last year? That dick. Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer, yeah.
He couldn't handle like real pros. They
want to kick his ass.
He needs to listen to him. That's why he's going to go back and coach like college, whatever the hell he's doing.
Right?
They just want to push around young kids, and that's what they do.
Yeah, they can do it. They can get away with it. You do that in the pro leagues. They're like, oh man, screw you. I ain't listening to you. You talk to me like that.
Yeah. And that's what happened to him. Like, enough of those players, like, get this asshole out of here.
Yeah, they're like, all right. It's all right. You're out of here, man. Sorry. See, we tried.
And Khan, the owner of the Jaguars, I think he had him on a 4-year contract, had to buy him out, all those millions of bucks to get rid of him. Yeah, but that's some crazy stuff. Welcome to the NFL, Mr. Khan.
Hey, they got the big money to pay for it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he owns those soccer teams in England and all shit.
And hey, and don't forget about AEW.
AEW too, oh boy, yeah. So in the NFC, I couldn't think of a team that could make it to the Super Bowl in the NFC. It's like there's favorites and there's good teams, but nothing really stands out. And there's no real team. So I'm like, maybe the Packers, but they lost their best player or their best receiver. Who do you think in the NFC? I don't know. I'm really baffled by it.
Yeah, I guess, can the Rams go back again just out of default of winning last year? That's
like Matt Stafford winning twice. Yeah, that doesn't seem likely. I'm like, who's going to do it? I can't think of anybody. So I think it's going to be some sort of surprise in everybody. Somebody's going to creep up, and who could it be? I don't know. I think the news I saw today was Jimmy Garoppolo from the 49ers restructured his contract to be the backup on the 49ers. Is this guy, I guess he's made so much money, it doesn't matter. And he thinks the new guy sucks anyway. He's going to be starter. So maybe the 49ers this year.
I was going to say, because I know there was a lot of talk that people were thinking that he was going to be traded to another team. But I guess if he decided to just stick around and you're just going to, I'll restructure to be the backup, then do you think because you have a chance of starting again that you'll stick around there?
That's what he's thinking. He's thinking, this guy will get hurt, and I'll step in, and I won't lose the job, and that's it. That's a weird situation. You negotiate to be the backup. That's fucked up, man. What's in the mind of these guys?
Most people are not doing that. They are going to find a way out of whatever team they're on, even if they have to get cut and take a pay cut to leave the team. They'll do that so they can try to latch on with somebody else where they could be a potential starter and maybe for less money, but have that chance. But he's like, no, I'm going to stick around. I'll take a pay cut. I'll be a backup. Don't worry about me.
And and who is starting for Seattle this week? Think about that.
No, Geno
Seattle.
Smith. Geno
Smith,
Yeah.
like the Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Like Jet fans damn well know who he is, but
Mhm.
Smith. Like if you're going to be a betting man, bet that guy passes for negative 20 yards. What a chump that guy is. Holy cow. I feel bad for Pete Carroll. He's going to go into retirement land after this year. I think I put that in the blog. Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah, you definitely
starts
did.
on-
You were like, yeah, if that team starts off as bad as you think they will, then
yeah.
it might be halfway through the season where
Yeah.
he's like, all right, I'm cashing in my chips. I'm getting out of here now.
Sure. I mean, his quarterback room is Geno Smith and Drew Lock. Like,
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
kidding? Like,
Yeah.
wow, man, you can do better with like Doug Flutie. Bring him out.
Bring him.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You got to. That's what I'm saying. The NFC's wide open. That's going to be a weird thing for gamblers. Like, that's the only thing I think about these days. Like which teams can get on a hot streak and stuff like that. And nothing in the NFC stands out at me. Like nothing. I'm like, God damn, man. You want to talk about parity? That's it. The NFC this year, it's the Wild West. Anybody could take it.
You don't think a Tommy Boy in the Tampa Bay has a chance to creep in for one more?
I don't think so because he lost Gronk and yeah, he lost Gronk and he's 45 years old. 45. I mean, I'm 52, man. I can hardly get out of bed, and I
Yeah.
didn't play football for 20 some years.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow.
You think this will be the season that Brady actually comes down to earth and he shows his age out there? Because, I mean, he's been playing, pretty good. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, the past couple years, he's still been playing good. When people are like, oh, he's 42, he's 43, age is going to catch up with him. But now you're like, okay, 45? It's got to happen sooner or later that he can't play it like that anymore. So
yeah, that's the thing. You take a bad enough hit, man. Holy cow! Yeah, he did a press conference. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? And it was a little weird, like, because he took a leave of absence, saying, like, "Where did you go?" Like, what happened? Like he was gone for like 2 weeks.
right. Mm-hmm.
You cannot do that when you're training for football. Like you miss 2 weeks is like that's huge. Where did he go? And he comes back, he'll be the starter. But yeah, they switched coaches and everything. Nah, he's doing. It's going to be like his farewell. His parade. They'll truck him into every town, hype him up, come see the old fossil, and
yeah, he'll do his thing.
Toast.
Yeah, then okay, the next year he'll be out there.
Yeah, toast your $15 Coors Light to him. That's what it's going to be. Like, holy shit, with that guy, like 35, man. Football players usually have a shelf life of 5 years on the average. He's on his 23rd season. 20, like, what?
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot to go through. And that's a lot of hits to take over the years. And it's been amazing how he could still play at that high level the past few years. And you're like, okay, he's got to be done. And it's like, okay, just waiting. And like you said, took that leave of absence. Where has he been? Nobody knows. And I know people were saying that he was out filming the Masked Singer for Fox because he has that big big Fox contract now. Once he's done to be the lead broadcaster, so it'll be 2 weeks. You're trying to get together with your team, get in the rhythm, and 2 weeks without that in training camp. I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it is. Like for those guys, because you miss a lot of the reps, and the timing and shit. But with Brady, for you especially, I guess it's like your whole adult life. You've had to put up with that fucking guy, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like every year, you know this guy's going to kick your ass, and it sucks. and it's finally coming to an end. So if I was you, I'd watch every game of his this year because I think he's going to get his ass kicked in one of them.
Yeah.
Then you could throw
Yeah.
a party.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to finally crumble. Like those bones, like there's not enough calcium and whatever the fuck supplements he takes. He's going to crumble like a cheap cracker. Like
that saltine at the end of the bag. You're trying to get
Yeah,
it out, and it's
yeah.
all just little pieces, and you just gotta dump it into your soup. You're just
but
trying to
his hair weave will still look good.
Yeah, man. Hey, good for him, man. He's got a big contract with Fox when he's done to be the lead announcer over there. So good for him.
God. He's gonna be like the new Tony Romo on Fox or something, or
Yeah, pretty much.
He's on CBS, right? Yeah, Romo's on CBS. Yeah, I don't think Brady's going to be as good as Romo. Romo's great. He tells you it's going to happen every time. He knows.
Yeah, and that's surprising. It's surprising because when Romo made that jump to commentary, people were like, "Well, wait," because it was kind of abrupt, and he's like, "All right, I'm retiring. I'm going to do announcing." People were like, "Oh, okay," and then he went out there, and it was like when he's actually out there calling games, and you're listening, you're like, "This guy's pretty fun to listen to." And when he's like, and he gets into it, and he's like, "Oh, look right here." He's like, "Oh, Jim, look right here. He's going to the right, and he went to the left." And you're like, "Man, this guy's really excited to be out here calling these games."
Yeah, because he doesn't want to get hit, and he's still having fun.
I don't blame him. Yeah.
And he's making $1 million a game. I'm like, God damn, man.
Yeah. You pay me, you pay me millions to do a game. I'll be more than happy to.
Yeah, to call a game, $1 million. Like, whoa, that's some sick stuff too. Like. Just yap about football 3 hours a week and $1 million. He's thinking, man, this is a lot better than playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh yeah, don't have to take those hits. Don't have to listen to Jerry Jones all the time.
Oh God, imagine that guy coming up to you, like looking at you after a game with those big phony teeth. Like, hey, how are you? Oh man, oof, that guy's a fool. So you want to scare people on Halloween? Wear Jerry Jones mask, Like, oof.
There we go. Hey, Halloween's right around the corner. Everybody, you get your Jerry Jones costume on hand.
So, yeah, I think that's going to be my Halloween costume. Who are you? And they'll know who I am.
Yeah.
I'll have 3 rings on my finger. I'll be followed by skanky cheerleaders, and sounds like a plan to me. I got no costume.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah. And I just cracked open here now to join Roadhouse here. Cracked open. I have a can of King Cobra, the premium malt liquor, smooth taste, 12-ounce can to join in the King. So we had the Beast, and the King here tonight, all in one spot.
Roadhouse had to travel 60 miles through the backwoods to get that. That's balls.
Yeah.
It's dedication, man.
It's
dedication.
The Jersey guys are impressed by that. We got everything in our back pocket here. It's all right on top of you here.
I think I picked up like 20 40s of Colt 45 and 6 of the King Cobra. 3 12-packs of Colt 45, 12-ounce bottles. And I blew through all that shit.
Yeah, I know. Like, you're like bootlegging it back to your house. Like, damn, where do you keep it all? Or do you just drink it as quick as you can?
I did. I blew right through it all.
You got to go back out again and load up on another round.
I do.
Yeah, I was at the yesterday. No, not yesterday. The Saturday, I was at the New York Renaissance Fair, and they were selling White Claw tall boys for $12. And I saw dudes drinking it. I'm like, get out of here,
Did they have other options there, or was that it?
No, they had some good beer options though. Real Sam Adams and Brooklyn Lager.
Okay.
Yeah, they had better beer choices. If you're going this year, you'll don't buy that White Claw. I saw dudes drinking it, and it was like, come on.
Yeah, just smack it out of their hand. Be
Maybe drinking that. But they don't serve hard booze, so you can't like get a whiskey on the rocks and then go watch, the live chess match,
Yeah, but at least you can get a better beer than having a White Claw to
Yeah.
drink. Come on, there's got to be something else you can have.
Yeah, it's like you got to do that Ren Fair stuff before football starts because it's like on the weekends, and you got to get that over with before like college and NFL comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No joke, dude. You see all the dudes there; they're like getting it over with. Like, yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, you're like, all right, yeah. Once football season starts, yeah, I'm not going to this on a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm busy.
Yeah, you're busy. Yeah, that's the whole point. It's like I got shit to do. What are you doing today? What do you think? It's 10 hours, 12 hours of football. It's your day. It's a holiday. It's super. It's football Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's the real deal in this country. I mean, I got coworkers of mine who watch European soccer at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, that's their religion. It's like, geez.
I know we live by the NFL. That's the once football season starts, it's game on. I mean, it's as much as you hate to love your team sometimes, but you do what you got to do to get by with it.
Yeah, it's like you drink a lot, but then the adrenaline takes over, and your team's winning, and then you're winning your bet, and everything's good, and then when it all fall apart, you order more shots. It's like it's all good. It's
either you're
you win, you lose.
Yeah, exactly. Either you're going home drunk and happy, or you're just going home drunk, but you're still feeling good either way.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, you don't lose in football season.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe it's a little like because the damn the Cowboys covered, and you didn't think they would because they never do, but shit happens.
Especially when your favorite team.
Don't bet your mortgage.
Yeah.
Especially when your favorite team is basically all Batman's foes.
Yeah. The Brownies, yeah.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
Yeah. You're from Cleveland?
Akron.
Wow. That's where Goodyear's from.
Yeah.
I got Goodyear's on my 2011 Corolla, right as we speak.
Oh, see, look at that, man.
Wow, the Brownies. Yeah, how did we escape talking about them? Holy cow! Yeah, it's like
that mess of a team
bring
now.
In a guy, you unload your first round pick who got you to the playoffs to bring in a guy who's got 30 civil suits from rub and tug prostitutes. You can't make this up. The owner signed him to $234 million guaranteed. He suspended 11 games, comes back on week 13, and like, what the fuck? And this is okay, but the guy who smokes, a joint or something, he gets suspended a year.
Yeah. It makes no sense. Not at all.
Yeah, it's crazy, but that's the Browns for you. That's so weird that everybody hated on what's his name, the guy from Oklahoma.
Mayfield.
Yeah, they hate him, but he got to the playoffs somehow.
Yeah, the best they've been in, and he got them their first win, and they beat the Jets when Mayfield came in that game.
Yeah,
that team had so much fun that season. That's why they won. It's because they were having fun.
They had the talent, and Mayfield set the tone. And I don't know what the hell happened. They thought they needed this guy who loves getting rub and tugs. I don't know. I don't get it. He never won shit in Houston.
It's called.
He's going to win in Cleveland.
It's called Cleveland Browns. That's what.
Yeah. Don't ask questions when it comes to the Cleveland Browns' decisions over the years when it comes to football operations.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about Cleveland. I don't, because I feel bad too. They never been to a Super Bowl, but
it's love-hate.
Yeah, how do the people how do you do it out there? Cleveland,
it's love-hate.
nothing good even the Indians kind of suck too. Didn't they change their name too?
Yeah, the
Indians?
Guardians now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm part Cherokee. I don't get pissed when people say Redskins or I don't give a shit.
I
My
don't
mom's
know who
half
does.
Cherokee. She doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. That'd be so politically correct. I don't get it. And people, oh, you can't call them Redskins. And what the fuck? It's been there forever.
Yeah.
Just leave it. It looks worse changing it.
Yeah. Now you're the Commanders, or the Washington football team. Oh yeah.
Commanders sounds like a little league team, like
Yeah.
a Pee Wee football team. And they're not Commanders whatsoever. With that owner and who's the quarterback on the Commanders now? Who is it? Carson Wentz.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I was like, I couldn't even tell you who it was, and I was like, oh wait, Carson.
Carson Wentz, the guy who had the Super Bowl ring as a backup to Nick Foles. Now, just do the math there for 1 second. Speaking about Cleveland, Nick Foles, and sick stuff, man. That guy makes a ton of money, Carson Wentz, and he ends up in Washington. Any way you slice it, he's making like $35 million this year. Just doesn't have it. Sorry, Commanders fans out there who are listening. We should have all apologized in advance. Sorry.
Don't worry. We can apologize now and say, hey, all right.
Said one thing about I haven't said one thing about the Chiefs yet, because I'm a Raiders guy. I'm not going to talk about Mahomes or Andy Reid, even though I should, but respect. Reid finally won after 100 years of coaching. I give it to him.
Yeah, hey, after a while, you get that one. Okay, I'll give you one, and that's it.
You got to get when Andy Reid retires. You got to get him on this podcast because the shape that dude's in, he doesn't do a case of beer after a game. What the hell is he drinking?
Yeah,
that guy's enormous.
Say probably
there's no
can just
doubt he's drinking something.
You can just see him with the beer and wings. That's Andy Reid right there.
He's got to be. Everybody knew John Madden was a drinker, and all these coaches. Barry Switzer was the worst. He was always drunk on the sideline. All these guys are. Oh, somebody just cracked on. Who was it?
Well, that was me again. Another King Cobra. That one went down really, really smooth. It says right on that can that smooth taste. I mean, this is only a 12 ounce. Smooth taste, Cobra, but I know Roadhouse and I were talking back and forth before, and he's like, oh, it's King Cobra so much better in the bottle than the can, and he's right about that. But once you start flowing, man, they're pretty good.
Yeah, malt liquor. Yeah, like the Mickey's. If I'm gonna get malt liquor, they have it out here where I'm sitting. A mile away, Mickey's. I love that. That's a great malt liquor. That won your Battle of the Booze one year.
It did, Mickey's? This year, it became a 2-time champion in 2022. The Mickey's.
Yeah, I voted for it. Hell yeah, because you can't get Cisco anymore. You can't get
I know all the good stuff. I mean, Roadhouse and I go back and forth all the time about this stuff, and we just shake our heads, and you want to cry when they say, it's been discontinued. The Night Train, the Thunderbird. It's sad, man. And the Cisco.
It's stealing my youth.
Yeah,
that's what's kept me young all these years.
What, Cisco?
Yeah. Wild Eye, Cisco, malt liquor. I turned 51 in December, and I think I'm like 20.
Yeah, if you drink a Cisco, I have 2 bottles of it left too, and it's hard to crack it open. I feel like I got to keep this. It's a relic. I have the blue one and the green one.
You need to save it for the special occasion. That's what I always say. I mean, luckily I have a stockpile here, and I don't know if you heard the podcast that Roadhouse and I did a couple months back when I told him about my Thunderbird experience. When I went back, I told you about that place over in Fairfield that had the Thunderbird, and I went back there a month or two ago, and the place was somebody else bought it, renovated it, and I walked in. First I saw the sign, and it was now the Fairfield wine cellar or something, because it used to be called discount liquor outlet. And I saw the sign. I'm like, huh, okay, that's weird, but all right, whatever. I'll walk in, and I go in, and if you were there before, and it was like a really dimly lit, rundown,
perfect,
rundown store.
Perfect liquor store. Yeah.
I walk in, and it's brightly lit. There's all these big shelves and everything, and I was like, oh fuck, and I was looking around for that Thunderbird. 'Cause I'm like, there were still a few bottles left the last time. Might have been when you were there and you told me that you bought some before Guns N' Roses last year. And
I'm drinking it.
Yeah, and I went in there and it wasn't there. I'm looking around and I see some guy and he's like, "Hey, can I help you?" And I'm like, "Do you have any Thunderbird?" And he's like, "Oh, wait, let me see. I think we have some on this shelf over here." And we go around the corner. It's not there. He's looking all around and he's like, "Let me check in the back." Goes in the back, nothing. He's like, I could have sworn a couple weeks ago it was still here. He's like, I think we got rid of it. I think they chucked it. and I talked to this in Roadhouse, and he could have heard the passion I had when I told him this story. And it's you want to hear the whole full story? It's in the podcast archives. And I was so pissed off. And now this guy who worked there was like a guy like us. He was he's like, he's like, yeah, I know Thunderbird. And he's like, did you come in here before? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm Bum Wine Bob. And he's like, oh yeah, I think I remember talking to you about this stuff. And so he asked the guy up front, and the guy had no idea. And he's like, no, we don't have it anymore. And it was just one of those. And I was so down. I was so pissed off that they would just throw this stuff out. Because he was like, oh, I bet if they had it here, they would just give it to you. So he's like, oh yeah, we had like 4 or 5 bottles left. And I'm like, son of a bitch, man. If I was there like a couple weeks earlier, could have had it. And
check the dumpster.
That was the same thing Roadhouse said. He was like, I would have been out there dumpster diving after that one.
Okay. God, that's like all I got left is half a bottle of Thunderbird. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll if you want I'll tell you where. If you want the Blue Label Thunderbird, I found that after that adventure I had, I did find the Blue Label Thunderbird. There was still some bottles left. I won't disclose the location on the air here, but
what county in New Jersey? I'll track it down.
I'll let you know where they were. 'Cause I bought 6 of them that day, and there were still a few more left on the shelf. But
Warren County?
No, this was in Morris County.
Oh, Morris County.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of miles down the road. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm still upset about that about that incident there, and still have nightmares about that to this day.
Well, I promise if we do something for Kentucky Derby next year, I'll bring my bottles of Cisco. They are full, unopened, and they are 750s.
So
I got
the
2
big
750s also. I got 2 750s of Barry also.
Really? What, for sentimental reasons or just?
No, actually, a few months back, I stumbled in a store and found 4 bottles of it.
Where?
In Kentucky.
Like in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Like
that's stuff's been off the market for about 2 to 3 years now.
Yeah. It took me 2 days to finish 1 bottle.
What, a 750?
Yes.
So the room was spinning.
I couldn't help myself.
I know you were so excited that you found it when you told me that you found that Barry Cisco. You're like, oh, look what I found. Then you're like, okay, I'm drinking it tonight. Then the next night, like, hey, I finished it. Like, You gotta ration this stuff. We don't know when we could find more of it.
Yeah, it's like rationing, like the movie, like
Oh.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Like cracking
Yeah.
open like bottles of air, like fresh air. Yeah, that's what it is. Rationing.
So
I told you I
two,
got half a bottle of Thunderbird.
I got 2 left. I'm gonna care package one over to Bob, and then I'm gonna sit on the other one.
You can't sit on it. Got to nip at it.
It's tough. I mean, I know I got stuff here too. I still have some Thunderbird and some Night Train left here, and you got to just kind of do it when you can.
We've yet to do the Snoopy special.
Yes. Well, that's because you have the Barry Cisco over there, and that was the Barry Cisco and the Colt 45.
That's why it's coming your way real soon.
Yeah, to mix those two together and get the Snoopy special that our good buddy Cactus Matt, wherever he is these days. I don't know where he is. Hopefully he's alive and doing well. We can hope. But
the prison system,
yeah.
database. Who knows?
Yeah.
But,
In my occupation, if somebody didn't show up, we always check the local jails, and lo and behold,
Yeah.
Like no joke, we would actually bail guys out to come and work because we needed them.
Yeah.
What'd you do, man? Why is it $1,000 bail? I hit my wife. I don't care. Get on the job site.
Come on, we need you out here. Come on.
Yeah, we need to pick up money from this client. What the fuck, dude? Don't get arrested. That's New Jersey. Yeah. You want to know what New Jersey's like? I'm telling you.
Only the best here. What we have here, and that's why Roadhouse and I laid down the challenge. We told people to go out there, get searching, hit those liquor stores, check the bottom shelf, find that stuff. You don't know. You can stumble across a bottle of Cisco, a bottle of Thunderbird. I mean, it might be out there somewhere, covered in a ton of dust, but it might be out there. You just have to go out there and search for it. And we always say you're not going to find it at your fancy stores. You got to go into some shady areas. You got to hit the streets, find that corner store.
Leave your comfort zone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, if you find it, I've got adult money now, so I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comfort zone is important. Yeah. I drive a red Corolla, man. There's no comfort driving that thing through a bad neighborhood.
Yeah, leave that comfort shit back about 3 blocks away. Just go for it.
Yeah. But get out there, get searching, because you never know what you find. You might find something good. I'm going out there. I'm out there searching all the time. Any store I find, anything new, I got to pop in. If I'm driving around, I see a liquor store, all right, turn off, pop in, see what they got, ask the guy, you got any bum wine, some Night Train, Thunderbird? A lot of times, as we've talked about with Roadhouse, they'll just kind of stare through you and ask like, what the hell are you talking about? What are you looking for? It's like, hey, the good stuff, man. The bum wines. That's what we want.
You got to speak the language of the younger generation of what is it, Four Loko and what's that other one, Johnny Bootlegger, whatever.
Yeah.
It's called, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. That's what they know. And what's that other one too? Everybody drinks. I talk to the younger guys at work. I'm like, what do you guys get fucked up on? And they tell me, but it's always usually Four Loko.
Okay,
like,
which is
it's respectable, but no.
Yeah, we've come to terms, Roadhouse and I, that Four Loko is a suitable substitute for the classics. Will it ever overtake them? No. But it's respectable. It's certainly a hell of a lot better than the guys out there drinking the White Claws. So
that's a disgrace. Yeah.
A real man will drink Wild Hours Rose Red at room temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see a dude drinking White Claw, just shake your head. No. You know,
Rip
just come on,
man
man.
bun out.
You know,
The man
Give him,
bun.
it's like,
give him a wedgie and a skinny jeans. Rip his
Yeah.
man bun out.
yeah, it's like I saw that, you know, the other day. I'm like, come on, jeez, that stuff's so awful, and it has no booze in it. It's like, what am I drinking this shit for? You know,
Yeah.
at least if it had a ton of booze in it, I'd be like, no, it's 5%. It's like drinking
Yeah.
a fucking Heineken. You know, it's like, come
Yeah,
on.
that's why I
I'd
say
rather drink Heineken.
look, if I want to drink a seltzer with alcohol, I will get a regular seltzer and I will pour vodka or some other alcohol into it and make my own mixed drink and get a higher
And-
alcohol content and be something that tastes a lot better than like a diet seltzer, pretty much what these things taste like.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, it's the new fad. Like in the '80s, we had this stuff called wine coolers,
Yeah.
and they were the same power, but it was this Bartles and James shit and
What was
Sun
that one?
Country and
California
whatever.
cooler came in a 2 liter.
Oh, what, 2 liters?
Yeah, California cooler grape came in a 2 liter.
Wow, I don't think we had that out here. No
Oh my
way. I would
gosh.
have remembered that. I went to the band Heart in the '80s was
Yeah.
sponsored by, I think it was Bartles and James, and we were backstage with a couple of friends of mine, and they gave it to us for free, and we were happy as like, you know, clams. But years later, we're like, did we really drink that shit? You know, like it was like it was like light wine, you know. But you're 17 years old, you're drinking it like, you
Yeah,
know, it's
you'll
free.
take it.
And
Yeah,
we're
you'll take it.
partying
Yeah,
with rock
free.
stars.
Hey,
Wow.
if it's
Yeah,
free,
you'll take it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the
What
moral
were
of
they
the
like?
story.
10
Yes.
ounce bottles?
Yeah, they were like bottles, you know, and
Yeah,
they
it made my
different
stomach cramp
colors and
so
stuff.
bad.
And I think they came out at the same time Cisco did. And Cisco had to write on the bottle, "This is not a wine cooler."
exactly.
You know?
Yeah. 'Cause people were looking at a bottle of Cisco and a bottle of Bartles and James, and the Cisco bottle, if you had one of the 350s, would be
Yeah.
a little bit bigger than the Bartles and James, but they look very similar how they were shaped. And that's why I say when you can look out there, you can see there's a lot of articles out there from the late '80s, early '90s about Cisco and the people that were drinking it
Yeah.
and ending up in the hospital. I had to say put the little warning on it. It says this is not a wine cooler because it looks like one,
Yeah, whatever.
but that first sip will tell you it is not a wine cooler.
They didn't wind up in the hospital. They wound up in jail.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually
you
a
lose
closed
your fucking
ball.
mind.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
around about the same time is when Jack Daniels had their Lynchburg lemonades and down home punches. All came out around that same period of time too. Because my parents were
5% APV or something.
yeah,
weak.
my parents were slamming
Fuck
those
that.
things.
What
You know,
a waste of time.
it's like 84 or 5, somewhere around there.
I mean, I'm drinking bourbon now. It's 128.4 proof, you know, like
Yeah.
drinking around with like a 5% alcohol, you know, like get out of here.
Yeah, that was me yesterday. I was drinking some 114.5 proof bourbon.
Really? What brand?
It's called Noah's Mill.
No, is it like local to you?
Yeah.
Noah's Mill. Can you get it in New Jersey, Bob? You ever heard of it?
I've never heard of it, but I'll take a look. I'll see what I can find. I'll have
It's crazy
Yeah.
good, and it has almost a sweet tea follow at the end.
So 114. So it's a sweet 114 or like a rough?
No, it's smooth and sweet.
Damn, really? Noah's Mill.
Yep.
I gotta
Google
check
it.
that out.
Nice. Yeah.
That one I'm gonna look for. Why not? How much is it? Is it expensive?
About $56.
That's not bad for like a 750, right?
Yeah.
Like a quart. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I mean, Jack is what 35 around here, 40. No, I'll check.
pretty much.
I bought a fifth of Jack for $24 the other day.
After you bought all like the all that beer, they gave you one for $24 or
I hadn't had Jack Daniels in 10 years, and I was just walking up and down the bourbon aisle, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm buying $23.99 bottle of Jack Daniels." And I forgot it's really good.
Yeah, Jack's always it's always a good if there's nothing better to get at the bar, you go for it every time.
Yeah. It's like the old reliable to fall back on.
Well, it
Shots
sits on the
rocks.
kitchen counter, and every time I walk by, I just open a bottle and take a big chug of it and put it back down. I mean, that was all weekend long.
Yeah, it's like mouthwash, right?
Yeah. So it's like nice palate cleanser.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
when you're doing like 114s, 128s, you take the Jack. It's like drinking a Sprite, you know? It's like nothing. You're fucked up in like 10 minutes. You're like drinking so much of it, you know?
And all the good stuff, man.
Yeah, because I like to drink my bourbons on the rock also. I like to pour it over about 3 or 4 ice cubes and let it set for 10 minutes or so and then drink it. Something happens with that, but some of the times, like at Jack, I'll just pull it straight from the bottle.
Oh yeah. That one and Wild Turkey too. I can do that one right out.
That's my go-to. Is 101.
Yeah, 101's that's a tits. That's the best.
Man, I haven't had Wild Turkey in a while. A buddy of mine that used to be like his go-to if you were already drinking and you break out the Wild Turkey, Wild Turkey. Break it out and start drinking that, and then
here's a fun fact on Wild Turkey. One of my first places I rented when I moved to Kentucky was probably 200 yards away from Wild Turkey Distillery.
Oh wow!
So you know where it is? That's where they filmed the cryptic McConaughey commercials.
Yeah, it's in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
That's some good stuff, though, and it's not expensive. So all the bourbon drinkers out there do Wild Turkey. It's good price.
It's like 101 is like the perfect proof for bourbon. It's something about that. Wild Turkey does the deepest char on their barrels, so that's what makes that flavoring unique also.
Yeah, it's like I think it goes down smoother than their normal Wild Turkey. That's my opinion.
Yep. So if you go to when they store bourbon in the barrels, that barrel is only allowed to be used one time. So all these old barrels get shipped to like Ireland for Jameson. So Jameson gets barreled up in old Wild Turkey barrels.
That must cost a fortune sending those huge things over there.
The Nichols own Jameson also. So Nichols also owns Wild Turkey.
So the same people, I didn't know this. I learn shit every day, you know? I didn't know that.
So they send all those old barrels over to Ireland. They put Jameson in it. They get reused.
People tune in for an NFL podcast and they learn in like Wild Turkey and Jameson are like.
That's what we do here, man. That's it. The booze is always the backbone of the podcast. You know that.
Yeah. We ain't talking about booze.
I'd contribute a little bit to this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not just the background drunkard.
Yeah.
I do it like a pro.
How's that 40 treating you over there?
It's been gone 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 drinks gone.
I haven't heard the toilet flush once.
Yeah, nobody's peeing on this podcast, I guess. So that's good.
No,
that's good.
I'm wearing an adult diaper, so I don't have to move.
Yeah.
Hey, see, that's smart thinking right there.
Absolutely, yeah. Why the hell not? You know, piss your pants. You're gonna do it anyway, so why not? You know, keep it clean. You know.
No, that ladder's well seasoned. It will hold a lot.
Well, you just got to know when to break the seal. That's the whole thing. If you weren't drinking much beforehand, then you can hold it in now. That's what I said.
Like that fucking meme I sent you the other day, and I said it was me after drinking 240s and passing out and waking up in the morning.
See,
some guy had some gigantic fucking fire hose, and he couldn't control it, and it was whipping all over the place.
Like, oh shit! Calm down. All right.
Yeah, I fucking wake up in the morning, a full on panic. Just feel like my fucking gut's gonna explode.
Gotta go. All right.
Keep the bottle, the empty bottle next to you in the bed. Got to piss in something.
Fuck no! I just go on the front porch and just piss. I ain't got no neighbors.
Oh,
That's
shit.
true.
I get arrested in 10 minutes.
Say, oh god, Crude's out there again. Get to put his pants back on. All right.
Yeah, I mean, in 10 minutes, the cops would be in my house easily.
That's when you take a dump in the front yard and make it worth it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, why not? If I'm going to the joint, go for the gusto.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, we said before, go big or go home, right?
That's
so
right.
go all out.
You don't remember me.
Yeah, this is it. We're doing it. We're doing it big.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell your grandchildren about me.
Yeah. That's a smooth. That's that smooth malt. I just cracked open another can of the King Cobra here.
Gosh, you are fucking hero status.
See, that's smooth. Yeah, it's only 6%, so it's not too bad. Not too high. I mean, that was and that beast I had before was the 5.9. That was the 24 ounce. So hey, you know, it's the good stuff here. That's what we do. We deal with the best of the worst in cheap booze. Want to hear about the bourbons, the bum wines? We got you covered here. NFL football, we do it all here on the podcast. Gambling. And don't forget that there's still time to sign up for the NFL Pick'em League. We're back for 2022. And if you saw the picture out there, the winner this year gets a fancy prize pack from Bum Wine Bob and our buddies at Four Loko. You get the good stuff here for joining the Pick'em League. Last year, for the first time ever, we had co-champions. Last year, we had two people that tied for first place, and they both got some Bum Wine Bob brown bag koozies and some other Bum Wine Bob goodies. But this year, thanks to our buddies at Four Loko, we got foam fingers. We got a trophy, the first place, number one most USA American in the world, a Four Loko trophy. You get a brown bag 40-ounce koozie. You get a Bum Wine Bob regular koozie. You get a water bottle, some foam fingers, Four Loko stickers, some coasters, whatever the hell else I can find here in my house that's booze related. will come to you if you win the bumwinebob.com NFL Pick'em League. So don't forget to sign up for that. The link and the info will be in there in the podcast. So don't forget to sign up. Crude's in it. Roadhouse is in it. I'm in there. We got a whole group of people in there. A lot of other Bum Wine Bob followers, friends, contributors to the website are all in there. Join in the fun. Just pick some games. It's winners, losers. There's no point spreads, nothing. You say, who's going to win this game? Okay, I like the Jets. I like the Raiders. That's it. That's all it takes. It's free. And you get some goodies. Man, that's what we do here.
Pick 'em or lick 'em.
Yeah, pick 'em or lick 'em. That's it.
Oh.
But before we sign off here, Crude, any picks you want to lay out there? Any thing that's on your mind that you want to tell people to place their bets on this year?
Place the bets on?
Anything you're feeling or anything you're confident about?
I'm confident. Don't bet on the three-legged horse. That's it.
That's it. That's what Crude will give you here.
All my money's on tripod.
Fourth race.
Well, hey, on that note,
Awesome.
On that note, we're gonna wrap things up here on Bowie with Bobcat. We got the King Cobra, we got the Beast, we got the Booker's Bourbon. Check it out. You got bourbon, you got beer, you got bum wine. Get out there, get searching. Hit those bottom shelves. Roadhouse and I have put out the challenge. I get people sending me pictures. A lot of people have been finding the MD 2020 cans a lot more recently. Now, I've had them before. I know Roadhouse has had them. they're floating around out there. People have been sending me pictures of those saying, hey, do you know these existed? And I said, yes, I did a whole friggin' feature on the website at bumwinebob.com about the MD 2020 cans last year. But hey, get out there, get searching, find the best of the worst of cheap booze, and stay tuned to bumwinebob.com in September, where we're going to have the all-new LSD with BWB, which is the liquor store discoveries, where I'm going out there. We're going to hit some liquor stores. We're going to do some video features. We're going out there. Maybe we'll get to talk to some people out there behind some of these fine establishments talking about the cheap booze. You never know what you'll find out there at bumwinebob.com. But for Roadhouse, KRÜDE, anything else you guys want to lay out there before we sign off?
Yeah, don't be a hard on. Go out there and get that shit and play the fucking pick 'em or lick 'em.
Yeah, join up. Play with the big boys.
That's right.
That's it. Hit up the website, bumwinebob.com. The links will be up there. Join the Pick'em League. It's free. You get prizes. You can't go wrong. We said before, we like free stuff. We like free booze. Well, I'm not sending you free booze, but you get free goodies, which you can push your booze in, some koozies. But hey, for our good buddy Kapn KRÜDE making his return to the podcast, for Roadhouse, I am Bum Wine Bob, and until next time, cheers.
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 I need a beer.